this album was so good, bro. I I don't even, is there some albums from Logic that's been released that's iffy, that's a classic, you may argue it's trash? I don't care about any of that. This album, Ultra 85, that he just released today, was amazing. Nothing that anyone would say would even change that, dude. Like, this album was so good. What the objective overall consensus that would be his top 3 best albums of all time, a lot of people would say it's Under Pressure, Incredible True Story, and then No Pressure. This album, at least, if you want to lowball how good this album was, it's at least better than No Pressure. At least. Like, for me, when I watched this album, I was, check out my YouTube, Twitch, whichever I was streaming on, for my reaction if you guys are interested. But the amount of songs that I listen to, when it comes to listening to albums for y'all as well, there are certain songs for an album from your favorite artist that you'll save to your personal playlist of songs that you love the most in general, that just matches whatever mood you're in. This album has the most of those save the playlist track worthy songs than I've ever heard from any of his other albums, than any other album he's ever created. That includes Under Pressure. For me, that also includes Under Pressure. This dude was talking about some real stuff, about stuff that was going on with him, and more nuance, because people always say he says the same things as far as like how crazy his life was and the criticisms and all that, but he actually like went on and on, like he actually talked about it, like if that makes sense. Crazy album. I love the concept. We brought back the characters from Incredible True Story with Tommy Senkai. We got to hear like some Easter eggs about Thalia, about her not being an AI that was created yet in this album, because this album exists as a prequel to Incredible True Story. I just want to say, like, Thomas and Kai, the fact that they brought them back, crazy. As I'm listening to this, like, the songs that really hit me back to back, Gardens 3, Ghost in the Machine, Interstellar to Retrospect, those 4 songs back to back was the craziest experience ever. I think the only album of this year that I would say would come close was the Clancy album from 21 Pilots, where I think it was Backslide, Routine in the Night, Vignet. I can't remember all the track names, but I just want to say this album had like the most consistent, like, I can bump to this for real. Like each song was him talking about stuff, except for, what was the song? Antidote. I think that was the name of the song. That was him getting back into his Bobby Tarantino Confessions of a Dangerous Mind type of bag, where he's just like doing a lot of trap music, sound good, feel good music. Outside of that one track, and then maybe For Forever, if you wanna like, if you want to nitpick, sure, okay, whatever. Every single song, back to back, excluding those 2 songs, if you really want to do that, okay, fine. It was songs that you can listen to that is a good vibe off of just beat and instrumentation alone, because that's what 90% of music listeners do with music these days, for background music and glorify it. But it's this plus him actually talking about stuff for real, that I haven't heard from a lot of the people that are considered top 3s out their albums of this year. I didn't get that same feeling. And I love music in general. Yes, I'm a Logic fan, but I am a fan of music in general. I don't care what genre it is, even if it's country. If it's good country songs, maybe I'll vibe with it. That's the type of person I am with, like, entertainment, of like shows, movies, music in general. So I would personally say, in my own opinion, which could be biased, sure, I don't hate music that's even trap for real, but I'm just saying this album was really good. I would put this Album of the year, yeah, this album, Death of Some Shady was really good. It was really good. Especially if you mess with that type of music. 21 Pilots album was good. Billie Eilish's recent album was decent. But I'm going to get up out of here. You have a good night. Mike Show for Jump Straight Out. Peace. And also, how could I forget the very first song that we're opened up with that's 9 minutes long? Paul Rodriguez? Bro, straight up spitting the entire track. And then the beat it's like one of those beats where you would just levitate just listening to it. And then to finish the album off, City in the Stars, Thank You for Believing in Me, Peace, Love, and Positivity, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Those last 4 songs was such a solid it was such a solid collection of songs to end the song, to end the album with. I'm sorry, I'm starting to misspeak. Get a little tired now. But those last 4 songs, amazing. First track to open up the album with, amazing. And then we get to re-listen to those other singles that he already released a while ago. With this context, it uplifts those singles in my opinion. Album of the year, I don't care.